How to use a two-legged pullback indicator to anticipate the next leg. The two-legged pullback indicator comes with a super signal. The super signal is located to the right of the candles. This signal tells us 5 very important things when it comes to price action. The first thing it tells us is with this diamond, the location of where we should put our stop entry. Here, since we are in a bull leg, the stop entry will be 1 tick under the signal bar. So that's why this diamond is located 1 tick below the signal bar low. The second thing the super signal tells us is the upcoming leg count with this small number under the diamond. At this current state, if this candle were to break the prior candle's low, that means that it will be on the second bear leg down. The third thing it tells us is by the color of the number and of the diamond, what type of leg this will be if this candle were to break a prior candle's low. This dark red number tells us that the next leg will be a second entry. If this candle were to break the prior candle's low, that means the second entry would have commenced. The fourth thing it tells us is a remaining tick count, which is self-explanatory. And the fifth thing that it tells us is that if this leg will be a trap or not. We can see that there is no magenta box around this number. That means that in this current state, if this candle breaks the prior candle's low, that it would not be a trap. If there was a magenta box around this too, and also if the diamond was a magenta color, then we would know that the upcoming leg will be a trap. Let's see the super signal in action. We see here that the candle broke a prior candle's low, so now the super signal told us that it will be a 2, which is now a 2 here, and also dark red, meaning that this is a second entry. How is this a second entry? Well, because you have this first pullback, first entry, second pullback, and finally second entry. So here we have a second entry marked with a dark red number. Notice the super signal now moves to the top of the candles. That's because we are currently in a bear leg. The bear leg ends when a candle breaks a prior candle's high, commencing the bull leg. And so here we see all 5 things again. We see here where the stop entry needs to be, which is 1 tick above now the signal bar, the new signal bar, which is right here. We see also that if we were to break a prior candle's high, that we will be on the 4th bull leg upwards if in this current state. That's because this candle has not broken the prior pivot low. If this candle breaks the prior candle's low, if this candle breaks the prior pivot low, then this number would reset and change to a 1. We also have the dark green number, which is a dark green 4 in here, showing us that this is also a second entry. It's a second entry because we have this two-legged pullback. We have the first pullback, first entry, and now the second pullback. And in its current state, if we were to break the prior candle's high, it will be a second entry. Also tells us the remaining tick count. But look at this. Currently, this signal bar is magenta. That means that in this current state, if this candle were to break the prior candle's high, we would have a trap. Let's allow the super signal to continue to develop. We see here that this candle now made a scalper's profit. The super signal's color changed, and there's no longer a magenta box. That's because this is no longer a trap. We also see the number change to a 1, where before it was a 4. That's because since this candle broke the prior pivot low, making this a new pivot low, the counts reset. So now in this current state, if this candle were to break the prior candle's high, we would have a second entry and also the first pullback on the bull legs. Let's let this super signal continue. We see here that the super signal adjusts itself again to go one tick above the signal bar's high, showing the new stop entry if we were to enter into this trade. Now that the candle has broken the prior candle's high, we have commenced the second entry here. The super signal will continue to tell us the upcoming leg's leg count and also the type of leg it is by the color scheme. And that's how you use the super signal for the two-legged pullback indicator.